seeing their perpetrators being punished. So now we have done
that
it.
Then will be a form of satisfaction.
Yes, a satisfaction. And now we have done the same thing. That this was somebody who promised us one district, one factory. And in Ghana, the moment you say a factory, we quickly remember Abosso Glass Factory, Kumasi Jod, like as big as a township. You know, so people, hey, the man is going to create jobs. So then you say one constituency, one dam. Then we remember Operation Feed Yourself, where in those days Ghana started exporting food to other countries for the first time. So now it's going to be greater. Because a Champions time we had only dams in the north. Here every town or village, every community was going to have a dam to embark upon massive agriculture that will yield agribusiness and agro processing. And then the man failed. You understand? And then also you talk about free SHS. Unless you were not a parent, you sent your son to school. If you don't add more money than he was to pay fees, the child was going to die. And government was not able to show that. Yes. So between 3 weeks and 5 weeks, the student had to come home. Your time when you were in secondary school, you told me you were in Ghana National Temasco. Very good, I still remember. Yeah, you said it in the past 2 years ago, but I still remember. Those days, whenever you went to school, your parents knew and you yourself knew you would be there for 3 months.
I must say that I had the privilege of enjoying, no, not free senior high school, but I enjoyed FQ. Under President Rawlings, former President Rawlings, because it was free compulsory universal basic education. So where I went to school, for example, we didn't pay fees, we paid little levy.
Education.
Actually going to take place. There is the inner perimeter, and of course there is the outer one, and what one will also describe as the popular seat, which is in the stands there, for those who are very much aware of how the Black Star Square is. For those in the inner perimeter, where we have the invited guests and other dignitaries that have been invited, and where the event itself is going to take place. And
the UK delegation is arriving.
And the U.S. also sends in a very big delegation announced by President Joe Biden that will also be coming for this particular inauguration. So it's a big moment for the country itself. It's a big moment for Ghana, and it's a big moment for yourself too. And at least you should be proud that you're witnessing this event as being part of our history. And like I mentioned earlier with Telma, that it's not just an inauguration that's happening, it's also history in the making, because we have the first president who has actually staged a comeback, that is John Dramani Mahama.
And it's non-consecutive terms.
Yes.
Because our legal structure allows for this to happen. And perhaps Banoche will help us understand how that was possible. You can't serve 2 terms. And I didn't know that you could serve one and then come back and do another until recently.
Because you have a constitutional right to serve 2 terms. The 2 terms can be consecutive or can be anything else, provided you have served only 1 term. At any time you can come back. And it's like we copied that from the American Constitution.
And the other history also happening today is that we have a president who've actually gone through the entire political chain of this country. I'm referring to an assemblyman, later became a member of parliament, and then a deputy minister, and then a minister, and then a vice president, and then a president, now coming back as a president. And this is John Dramani Mahama, who has gone through the entire political chain of this country. Another history being made today is that we're going to have the first female vice president, who also will be taking in that oath and will be sworn in today by the Chief Justice. Another history being made today is that we are having the first president who will be holding the sword, if I'll put it aside, 3 times. And today is going to be the 3rd time. The first one was in 2012 when we lost our president, His Excellency Professor John Evans Atta-Mills. And in July 2012 in Parliament, Chief Justice Georgina Wood saw John Mahama in. Then he was the vice president to become the president. And then after the election, which he won, he was then taken through the whole process again, and he also swore using that sword, making it the 2nd time. And we're going to have the 3rd time today this event that is going to happen. And this is not, as I stated earlier, not just an inauguration. It is also a history-making moment for us as a country, and it's a very proud one for all of us. And our guest here in the studio is lawyer Yawa Noche Frimpong, who he's a lawyer and he's also a historian. He's also a historian who is giving us details into exactly some of the happenings and what to actually look out for and the meanings of the things actually happening today and what you're also watching on the screen. My name is George and I'm here with Thelma taking you through this. We have our colleagues who are also at the Black Star Square. We'll get to very soon. Will no more become the vice president.
Will become the former vice president.
That is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who actually contested against the President-elect John Dramani Mahama. And next to him is his wife, Samira Bawumia. And then next to Samira is Dr. Adanakundu Rawlings, also there. So back to the entire process that led us to this particular occasion. And after the election on December 7, on the 9th, the Electoral Commission announced the winner, which is then the opposition beating the incumbent. And after that, a transition team was put together. And Lawyer, I'll pick your thoughts on the transition process so far and the team put together. You know, there were some issues here and there concerning contracts, like these contracts being signed, employment here and there, and some announcements given that if care is not taken, some of these things will be withdrawn or even put on hold and all that. I mean, what do you make of the transition process? Both teams, first of all, from the President-elect's team that was put together, and then the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's team that was also put together.
If you check from the list submitted by the incoming president, you will see that it's made up of, or let's say, a fusion of the very people who started with Rawlings up to his own time, including those who were with Bata Mills. And then when you check from that of the outgoing president, you see that they were his own people. So that should tell you the mentality of each one. You know, Akufo-Addo came to rule with his own people, largely family members. And then Mahama is always a mix. That's the difference I see over there. And then as for the appointments and those things, even in America, it happens. See, before Joe Biden leave the stage, you see how much he's pumping resources to Ukraine, much against what Trump
actually would happen.
So it happens everywhere.
Everywhere, because there is a proverb that so even if it's left with 1 second for the ship to die, you can't call it a dead ship. So the president is telling you that until an hour from now, he can do whatever he wants to do as a president.
Ghanaian culture on full display, and we are taking you to the Black Star Square for the continued coverage of the inauguration of President-elect John Dramani Mahama and his running mate. We'll hand over to the team that's on the ground and they will tell you about all the sights and sounds. Let's sit back and watch how it all unfolds.
Live coverage is coming to you from the Black Star Square, also known as the Independence Square. This square holds deep historical and symbolic meaning to Ghana's independence. Now to a brief profile of our Vice President-elect, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman was the Chancellor of the Women's University in Africa from 2018 to 2014. She was the first woman to hold the position of Vice Chancellor in Ghana, leading the University of Cape Coast from 2008 to 2012. Before I continue, permit me to mention that we have a cross-section of the various security heads. They were in our screen shortly. We are announcing the arrival of various dignitaries and heads of states. We have over 19 heads of state present, 3 prime ministers, 5 vice presidents, 5 former presidents, and several heads of delegation. This attests to Ghana's soft power influence in the sub-region and in the world.
In fact, there are also a lot of former heads of state of Africa, because I've seen Jacob Zuma, I've seen Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I've seen General Obasanjo, I've seen Mr. Goodluck Jonathan, and a lot more others will be acknowledging as we go along.
So this attests to Ghana's soft power influence in the sub-region. And just to continue with the profile of Ghana's first elected Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. She was the immediate past president of the Forum for African Women Educationalists and chairperson of the Africa Board. She was also the Minister for Education from 2013 to 2017. She was also the head of the Department of English, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Dean of the Board of Graduate Studies, Founding Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, and Vice Chancellor at the University of Cape Coast. She is also a Fulbright scholar. Professor Opoku-Agyeman holds a Bachelor of Arts in French and English, a diploma in education from the University of Cape Coast, a diploma in advanced studies in French from the University of Dakar, and a Master of Arts and PhD in literature from New York University of Toronto and Canada. Madam Vice President is the recipient of national and international awards, notably Officer of the Order of the Volta for academic distinction, the Ghana Women of Excellence Award, the education category, and she also holds Doctor of Letters, University of Cape Coast. On your screen now are the heads of the various security agencies. For the security agencies, we have in attendance the Military High Command of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Chief of the Defense Staff, that is General Thomas Opong-Pepra, who also doubles as the President's Ceremonial ADC, the Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Bismarck Kwesi Onwona, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Issa Adam Yakubu, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Frederick Asari Kwesi Bekwin, and the Chief of Staff at the General Headquarters, Lieutenant General Joseph Prince Osewusu. May I also add that we have the heads of the security agencies. We have the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampari, who is also the President's Ceremonial ADC, the Director General of Prisons, Mr. Isaac Kofi Ejiri, the Commissioner General of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Brigadier General Zibrim Ayorogo. On our screen now is the former President, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor.
And also the presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party in the just ended elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is also present here with all of us, witnessing this historic event here at the Blast Star Square, Accra.
Dear viewers, as mentioned earlier, we have the various security agencies supporting the Ghana Police to provide security. Some of the duties include crowd and traffic control. As we can see, we have a lot of people in attendance this morning. So security personnel are deployed at various locations to ensure the total safety and security of attendees. This morning, we will see personnel from the Ghana Navy who will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. In the course of the program, we shall hear the 21-gun salute by the Ghana Navy. The 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor in ceremonial salutes, surpassing other salutes with fewer rounds. In military ceremonies, the salute holds honors high-ranking officials such as military leaders or heads of government. Later in the evening, we shall see fireworks display put together by the 48th Engineer Regiment at the forecourt of Parliament and Kwame Nkrumah Circle. We shall also see a full guard of honor, or should I say a full guard of honor was mounted by the Ghana Air Force for the various visiting heads of state at the Kotoka International Airport. The Ghana National Ambulance Service is also here providing medical coverage. We also have the Ghana Police Band providing music for all this ceremony. All these security agencies are playing various roles to ensure the seamless conduct of activities today.
I must add that we have the Ghana National Fire Service on standby for any fire incident.
Dear viewers, you are watching GTV, the station of the nation, and we are bringing you the live coverage from the Black Star Square, also known as the Independence Square. Ghana's first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, commissioned the square in 1961 after Ghana gained independence in 1957. It also coincided with the visit of Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom to Ghana. This square is now being used for important state ceremonies. And this morning we shall witness one of such, which is the inauguration of the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the Vice President-elect, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman.
In our shots now, it's a bird's eye view of the Independence Square with the stands filled to capacity. The 30,000-seater stand seems to have been loaded with more than what it can take. But we believe that shows the commitment with which Ghanaians are showing towards this particular event.
So today we're all gathered here in a spirit of oneness, demonstrating once again that Ghana is the doyen and it is the hub of democracy. We saw peaceful elections. We are going to see peaceful transition of power today. And just to run you through the order of events this morning, we are now seeing the arrival of dignitaries. Members of parliament are already seated. Former presidents are also seated. We've also seen the arrival of invited heads of state. Very soon we shall see the arrival of Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, and the justices of the superior courts who will enter the chamber and take their seats. We shall also see the Right Honorable Speaker's procession who will enter the chamber, where he will call the House to order, and then proceedings can begin from there.
In our shots now are some of our guests of honor arriving.
Dear viewers, you're watching once again GTV, the station of the nation, bringing you the live coverage of the inauguration of the President-elect, John Dramani Mahama, and the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman.
Arriving now is the Speaker of Parliament.
Dear viewers, as mentioned, we have over 19 heads of state. The special guest of honor is the head of state for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We also have the head of state for Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai. Dear viewers, following the formal dissolution of Parliament at midnight on 6th January, we have the following appointments for the 9th Parliament. Once again on our screen are the heads of the various security agencies, the service commanders, and the heads of the various security services from the police as well.
The security services are well represented here at the Blaster Square. It's a beautiful thing that all Ghanaians are united in today's inauguration of the President and the Vice President. It's indeed a joyous occasion, and you can see from the faces of people here at the Blaster Square how much they cherish what is going to take place today.
Dear viewers, just to add, as at 4 a.m. when we arrived, this place was already full with several people in their colorful traditional Ghanaian regalia, some in party colors. And this is us as Ghanaians celebrating oneness and togetherness. We have demonstrated to Africa and to the world that we are the doyen of democracy. We have had peaceful elections, and this morning we shall witness a peaceful transition of power. Dear viewers, following the formal dissolution of Parliament at midnight on 6th January, we have the following appointments for the 9th Parliament, who were inaugurated this morning. And for the Speaker of Parliament, we have the Right Honourable Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagwin. We'll read his profile in the course of the program. The first Deputy Speaker is the MP for Akachi South, Bernard Ahiafo. The second Deputy Speaker is the Member of Parliament for Fomena, Honorable Andrew Amwako Esiama. For the majority side, we have the Majority Leader for the 9th Parliament, who is the MP for Ajimako Enyan Esiam, Dr. Kesil Atoforsen. The Deputy Majority Leader, who is the Member of Parliament for Elembele, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofibua. The Majority Chief Whip is the MP for Adaklu, Honorable Governs Kwame Agboja. The Deputy Majority Chief Whip is the MP for Banda, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. For the minority side, we have the Minority Leader, who is the MP for Efutu, Honorable Alexander Afenyo Maken. The Deputy Minority Leader, who is the Member of Parliament for Asokwa, Honorable Patricia Apieje. The Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Frank Ano Dompre, who is the Member of Parliament for Isawam Aduajiri. The first Deputy Minority Whip is Honorable Habib Idrisu, who is the MP for Tolon. And the second Deputy Minority Whip is Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, who is the Member of Parliament for Weja Bawi.
Now let me run you through the program as it is. We are expecting Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice and Justice of the Superior Courts, to enter the chamber. The chamber meaning here at the Blaster Square, and then followed by the Speaker's procession, and the Speaker will take his chair, then he will call the House to order. The majority and minority leaders, at the invitation of the Right Honourable Speaker, will join the procession to receive His Excellency the President-elect and Her Excellency the Vice President-elect to the House. That is the Black Star Square. His Excellency the President-elect and Her Excellency the Vice President-elect will then be conducted into the chamber by the Right Honourable Speaker. The Right Honourable Speaker will then invite Her Ladyship the Chief Justice
Mahama and the Vice President-elect, Professor Nana J. Opoku-Addo. We are seeing more arrivals of our dignitaries. We just saw the arrival of the outgoing First Lady, the lovely wife of His Excellency, the outgoing President. So on our screen now is the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and his lovely spouse, Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo.
You are live on GTV, the station of the nation, and we are telecasting this event live across all the regions in Ghana. And I believe you can also listen to our radio commentaries on all the regional FM stations of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We still remain the pace setters. That's why we always bring you live coverage of national events.
So we still have more arrivals.
Distinguished guests, we also have in our midst Head of State of the Democratic Republic of Congo, His Excellency Felix Tshisekedi. You are most welcome, sir.
I'll witness the arrival of the Right Honorable Speaker and the Chief Justice.
As you can see, viewers at home, the Blaster Square here,
distinguished guests,
jam-packed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also have in our midst the
Ghanaians from all walks of life are here to witness this historical event. And I call it a historical event for so many reasons. One of which is that a former president has been re-elected to serve just one term. We also have our first ever female vice president. Now arriving is the Chief Imam, Sheikh Osmanu Sharabutu, one of the spiritual pillars of our country, especially when it comes to Islam.
Distinguished viewers, if you are just tuning in, you are watching the inauguration of President John Dramani Mahama. And permit me to add that in the course of the program, we shall see the President's official ADC in the person of Lieutenant Colonel Abdul Wahab Issa. Let me also use this opportunity to dispel the misconception of who an ADC is. The ADC is not a bodyguard. The role of an ADC is very prestigious and demands exceptional discipline, discretion, organizational skills, and loyalty, as he is directly responsible for facilitating the President's effectiveness in office. The President's ADC has a unique role in ensuring the smooth execution of the President's daily activities. These include accompanying the President during official engagements and ceremonies. He also acts as the President's primary personal assistant, managing schedules and ensuring the President's time is optimized. He is someone with great organizational skills. He collaborates with security teams to ensure the President's safety, also coordinates transportation, accommodation, and other logistical needs for the President's travel. He also manages sensitive information with discretion and professionalism, and he acts as a trusted confidant to the President in various matters. The ADC is also a link between the President and other government officials and relays instructions from the President to the relevant stakeholders, all teams. He also ensures adherence to official protocol during events, both domestically and internationally. He is also responsible for supervising ceremonial arrangements and ensuring they are aligned with the dignity of the office. He can also offer counsel on matters related to military or security issues, given his military background. So the ADC has a lot to do. He is someone who is prestigious with exceptional discipline, discretion, and organizational skills. And today, for the very first time, we shall see our President-elect and his official ADC.
Now, does that mean that the vice president will also have an ADC? Can you explain that for us?
The vice president will also have an ADC, and the vice president's ADC is from the Ghana Police Service. As mentioned, these senior officers are carefully selected. They are selected based on a number of qualities. And as I mentioned, the person should be someone with great organizational skills, who is loyal, who is disciplined, who has discretion, because they are responsible for accompanying the president during his official engagements and ceremonies. They primarily act as the personal assistants, managing schedules and ensuring the president's time is optimized.
Now, on the program, I have seen a 21-gun salute. What does that signify?
So this morning, personnel from the Ghana Navy will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. And during the guard of honor, we shall hear the 21-gun salute. The 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor in ceremonial salutes. It surpasses all other salutes with fewer rounds. This ceremonial honor holds great symbolic significance. Its purpose varies and depends on the context, but is generally associated with respect, tribute, and recognition. It is a gesture that is accorded to sovereign leaders, and as such, the president, king, or queen. And in military ceremonies, the salute honors high-ranking officials, such as military leaders and heads of government. It is also performed during funerals for high-ranking officers, presidents, or other notable figures.
I have seen the top hierarchy of the National Democratic Congress. At least I have seen Mr. Fifi Kweke.
And his wife, Her Excellency Rebecca Akufo-Addo.
The Black Stars were here in Accra, and as I was saying before, I've seen the top hierarchy of the National Democratic Congress. At least I've seen Mr. Fikwete, I've seen Professor Joshua Alabi.
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Currently,
our very special guest of honor is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We also have in our midst Head of State of Senegal, His Excellency Bassirou Faye.
General Zim Ayorowo. We also have the Director of National Investigations, Beru, Nana Atobra Kweku, the Chief Officer, Mr. Julius Kumwo, and the Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Mr. Kwame Isua. For the security agencies, we have in attendance the Military High Command of the Ghana Armed Forces. That is the Chief of the Defense Staff, General Thomas Opompetra, who is the President's Ceremonial ADC, the Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Bismarck Kwe Omona, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Issa Yakubu,
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, shortly we'll see the procession of the judges of the Superior Court of Ghana joining in. The Chief Justice once.
Now on your screen are members or the judges of the Supreme Court of Ghana, led by the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice
As we welcome Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, leading the procession of the Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana.
And be with them as they administer their various oaths to all of us Ghanaians.
Dear viewers, let me just add that Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu was sworn into office as the 15th Chief Justice of Ghana by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as mandated by the 1992 Constitution on Monday, 12 June 2023. By her appointment, Justice Tokonu became the third female Chief Justice of Ghana after Justice Georgina Theodora Wood, who served from 2007 to 2017, and Justice Sophia Kufu, who served from 2017 to 2020. As the head of the judiciary and the Judicial Service of Ghana, she took over from His Lordship Justice Enim Yeboah, who retired on 24th May 2023 as required by the law. As mentioned earlier, she'll be playing a very important role today to see to the successful transition of power.
We are still live from the Black Star Square here in Accra, and you're watching us on various networks across the country. This feed is also being picked live by other sister broadcasting networks, television networks, I must say. And as you can see, some members of the diplomatic corps. I can see a Catholic or a clergyman. I can see people, invited guests from the diplomatic community, all here at the Independence Square or the Black Star Square as it is.
We have over 19 heads of state gracing this occasion. We have 3 prime ministers, we have 5 former presidents, and we have 5 vice presidents. We have various heads of delegation from Africa and across the world, all here with us to celebrate this peaceful transition of power. This once again demonstrates Ghana's influence, Ghana's soft power influence across Africa and the world.
In fact, their presence here is a testimony to the success of our democratic experiment. Other countries in Africa never had it the way we have. There have been chaos, there have been fights, there have been protests across some countries in Africa. We thank God that our transition has been relatively peaceful. And this is not the first time we are transiting power from one political party or government to another, from the governing party to the opposition party. We had the first one in 2001. We had another one in 2009. Then we had another one in 2017. And then today we are having another one. Now, let me run you through the history of the Fourth Republic. Flight Lieutenant Jerry Rawlings took us Ghanaians as our head of state or president from the 7th January 1993 to 7th January 2001. He was
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Of Ghana.
We also have in our midst head of state of Kenya, His Excellency William Ruto.
Took up the mantle from the 7th of January 2001 to the 7th of January 2009. Then Professor John Atta Mills also took up the mantle from the 7th of January 2009, and he died in office 3 years later. In fact, it was 3 years, 199 days. Then John Mahama took over and was our president for the rest of the term of Professor John Evans Atta Mills. And he was eventually voted into office and inaugurated on the 7th of January 2012. And he was in the seat till the 7th of January 2017, 4 years, 167 days. Then the mantle fell on Nana Addo Akufo-Addo from the 7th of January 2017 till yesterday, in actual fact, when he had to relinquish the seat through the due democratic process which Ghana has now been known for. Now we are awaiting the inauguration.
Ladies and gentlemen,
of John
please, all persons
Mahama
standing on the driveway from the entrance should kindly move from there.
25.
This is
all persons standing on the driveway from the entrance should kindly move from there. Thank you.
Never give up. We should always continue to fight and keep trying till we meet our goal. Distinguished viewers, our very special guest of honor is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He is also the chairperson of the Economic Community of West African States, and he is gracing us with his presence today.
On your screens now are the members of the Supreme Court, the judges of the Supreme Court who are here present. Because whatever is being done here today has legal repercussions, their presence here is very, very, very important.
So we are seeing the arrival of more dignitaries.
You can see members of Parliament. You can see the Honorable Sam George, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Honorable Muntaka, and a host of their colleagues from the National Democratic.
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, arriving now is the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. Shall we please rise to welcome the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament?
And other security agencies who are also present. All is now set for the arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. Very soon the entire space
Distinguished guests,
will be converted
very soon the entire space of this sphere will be converted to Parliament for the swearing in of the President-elect and Vice President-elect.
The arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin. He will very soon call this place to order, and this place will be converted to Parliament for the swearing in of the President and Vice President-elect.
You know, yesterday I learned from the Speaker that his name is Sumana. You know, and sometimes we in the media mispronounce the names of people a lot. And I think we must have our game.
Please be seated.
Taking the advice or on how to mention names.
Shortly we will be joined by the President-elect and Vice President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, and they will be received by the Speaker of Parliament.
You've not met before. It's just...
Indeed, we will all try to get the pronunciations of our names right, but we must also acknowledge that we all come from different backgrounds, different religion and ethnic backgrounds, and this can sometimes affect the pronunciation, but as courtesy demands, it is something that we all must learn to pronounce names from the north, from the east, from the west, regardless. So we have a lot of ecstatic people in the crowds and in the stands, party supporters, family and friends in traditional
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We also have in our midst the Crown Prince of Bahrain,
witnessing the peaceful transition.
Salma bin Hamad Al
The
Khalifa.
atmosphere here is simply electrifying. There's so much noise in the stadium, and it's all in joy and it's all in celebration of this historic moment in the history of Ghana.
In fact, there is no space to spare at all here at the Blaster Square. Yes, I can see Honorable Kofi Totobi Kwachi, Honorable Seth Tekwe. These are all stalwarts of the NDC, and they are here present to witness this historic occasion.
Very shortly, we will be joined by the President-elect and the Vice President-elect, who will be received by the Speaker of Parliament, after which parliamentary proceedings will commence. In our screen, we can see some other arrivals. As mentioned, we have various security agencies supporting the Ghana Police Service to provide security. Some of the duties include crowd and traffic control. There are so many people in attendance this morning, so security personnel are deployed at various locations to ensure the total safety and security of all attendees. This morning, personnel from the Ghana Navy will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. And in the course of the guard of honor, we shall hear the 21-gun salute. As mentioned earlier, the 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor accorded to any president, head of state, or senior military head. It is a gesture of respect and recognition for a sovereign nation and its leaders, such as the president, king, or queen. It is also performed during funerals for high-ranking officers, presidents, or other notable figures. On our screens now is the outgoing president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his lovely spouse, Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo, former President John Ajekun Kufuor, the outgoing Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and his lovely spouse, Madam Samira Bawumia.
I can also see on the screen the MP for Ada East, Doyo Gansa, and Kofi Adams. Is he the MP for Pueblo? As you think so? You don't have. arrivals on your screens. More arrivals in your screens. And you can see that the Blaster Square here is packed to capacity. Apart from those on the, in the stands, there are people
viewers, we are seeing more arrivals of dignitaries.
I bet a lot of people here are just waiting for the arrival of the President-elect and the Vice President-elect.
This seems to be the arrival of the head of state of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio.
We have how many heads of state here? 19, I think.
19 heads of states, 5 former presidents, 3 prime ministers, and 5 ministers, with several delegations from across Africa and the whole world.
I hear there's a U.S. delegation too in town to witness this historic event.
Exactly. The United States President, His Excellency Joe Biden, has sent a high-powered delegation to witness this event as well. We can't count out the party supporters who are also here in the
On your screen now is the minority leader, Mr. Afenyo Marking, Honorable Afenyo Marking, and Valerie Sawyer. Dr. Valerie Sawyer is also there, and Dr. Kwabena Dufour, I can see in the background behind them.
And we have the Archbishop as well. Archbishop Duncan Williams is also present.
Here is Mr. Jacob Zuma, former president of South Africa too.
As mentioned, the audiences are from wide and vast, from Africa, from the world, within Ghana. It's just massive. The attendance is massive, and it's just wonderful to behold this historic moment. So we see an arrival from Equatorial Guinea, and from Equatorial Guinea we have the arrival of the Vice President, His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasugu from Equatorial Guinea, leading the delegation. We have just seen the arrival of the Vice President from Equatorial Guinea, His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasugu. He's leading a delegation to this August event.
Our
You
President-Elect,
can see a very long queue of the vehicles of dignity. Yes, there is the incoming Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, and Chairman of the National Democratic Congress,
he was also the
Tesidu Ketia Fex, called General Mosquito.
having previously occupied the high office of President between January 7th, 2013 and January 6th, 2017.
That is the
Born
one-down
66 years
president.
ago,
One-down president.
Mr. A. Mahama and Madam
Then this is when I say historic, I really mean it. Because this is
in the now Savannah region of
you haven't
Ghana.
seen this number of
Mahama made history as Ghana's first president to serve at all political levels.
before.
He was a member of parliament for Bole Bamboi constituency, deputy minister for communications, minister for communications, vice president of the Republic of Ghana, and president of the Republic of Ghana.
Historic moment we are witnessing 19 heads of state, 3
His
prime
Excellency
5 former heads
Mahama considers the combination of history,
important events,
communication,
several heads of
and social psychology courses he studied for his undergrad and postgraduate degrees.
Is the arrival of one of
Under President Mahama's first administration,
We cannot tell
Ghana
which,
witnessed massive
but
infrastructure
obviously
development
where he is
across all
headed,
sectors of the economy, including education,
of
health,
Sister African.
ports and harbors,
I can see
aviation, rail, oil and gas, ICT, and many more.
Nana Akufo-Addo
His vision and strategic investment in these areas position the country as a lower middle income country for its next development phase.
former Vice President Dr.
Beyond investment in socio-economic infrastructure, President Mahama is passionate about investing in people.
On your screens, you can also see the arrival.
John Mahama further demonstrated his commitment to women's empowerment by appointing several women to prominent roles in his administration. In 2020, he made a groundbreaking decision to nominate Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as his first presidential candidate, making it a first for a major political party in Ghana. He repeated this bold decision in 2024, and with their victory, Ghana is welcoming his first female vice president. His Excellency John Mahama is an avid reader, author, and historian. Over the course of his career, he has written for several newspapers and authored several publications. He has also published a memoir, his first book titled My First Coup d'Etat, and other true stories from the lost decades of Africa. President Mahama's love for reading and taste for knowledge
So we have several parties stalwarts.
Yes, these are actually members of parliament of the NDC. Members of parliament of the NDC mostly are those you find on your screens currently. And these are members of parliament of the NPP on your screens as more and more dignitaries arrive at the Blaster Square here to witness
May I now
of
call the House to order and invite the majority and the minority leaders to assist me receive Her Excellency, the Vice President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, together with His Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable majority and minority leaders may proceed now.
Welcome the President-elect.
The first arrival will be the Vice President-elect, then followed by the President-elect.
Precisely. As you can see on your screen are these giant bottom from drums. Sounding out the rhythm of Ghana. And now we have on our screens the police mounted squadron escorting, I believe, the Vice President-elect to the grounds.
The crowd is ecstatic. The noise here is deafening, but it is all for happiness and for joy. We are witnessing a momentous occasion. Ghana having its first female vice president.
The bedlam here is intense. It is intense. There is much joy, happiness, excitement, all in readiness for what we are about to witness.
And security is also in full force. We have various security personnel deployed to ensure the total safety and security of personnel. They are all playing critical roles to ensure that this event goes seamlessly, devoid of any major hitches. We have rich display of culture.
I believe that is...
And that is DSP Mary Agamba. She's in charge of the police mounted squadron.
Invited guests arriving now is the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Shall we all wave our flags to welcome him? distinguished invited guests. Arriving now is the President-elect, John Dramani Mahama. He is accompanied by his spouse, soon-to-be First Lady, Her Excellency Lordina Dramani Mahama. Shall we all wave our flags to welcome him? The entourage into the Chamber of Parliament here at the Black Star Square. The entourage of Parliament includes the clerks of Parliament and other senior officials of Parliament. We will soon enter the Chamber of Parliament, and so the Speaker of Parliament will shortly take over. Shall we please rise as they process into the chamber? Accredited photographers and media personnel are allowed at the designated places on the square. Please, if you are not authorized to be on the square, kindly move back.
Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Members, I now have the singular honor and pleasure to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, to administer the oaths to the President-elect and the Vice President-elect. We will start with the Vice President-elect, who will take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the oath of the Vice President. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, you may now do so now.
Your Excellency, first the oath of allegiance. Kindly say after me. I,
Professor Nana Jane Oboko Ajiman,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
That I will uphold.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect. And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution. Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Excellency, now the oath of the Vice President. I,
Professor Nana Jane Oboko Ajiman,
having been elected
to
the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana,
to the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And true.
To
the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
That I will at all times.
That I will at all times.
Preserve. Protect. And defend.
The
Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And I dedicate myself.
To the service.
And well-being.
Of
the people of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the people of the Republic of Ghana.
And to do right. To all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana.
And suffer the penalty and suffer the penalty
for it.
for it.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Madam Vice President.
Thank you.
Lift your
Honorable members, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana shall now sign the oath book. Honorable members, and I have the pleasure and joy to, on your behalf, invite His Excellency the President-elect to take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
Your Excellency, kindly say after me, this is the oath of allegiance. I, your name,
John Dramani Mahama,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
that I will bear true faith,
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance, that I will uphold,
and that I will uphold
the sovereignty, and integrity, of Ghana, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend, the Constitution, of the Republic of Ghana, so help me God. Your Excellency, now the presidential oath. I,
John Dramani Mahama,
having been elected
to
the high office
of
President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear, that I will be faithful, and true, to the Republic of Ghana, that I will at all times preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and that I dedicate myself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana, and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President. Let me be the first.
Please stand.
Culture and steady in its pursuit of progress. Today, we celebrate a momentous occasion in our nation's history as we welcome the newly elected president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A true nation builder, committed to forging a brighter future for all Ghanaians. John Mahama embodies the pillars of leadership that our nation craves: trustworthiness, reliability, modesty, and above all, truthfulness. From the moment he stepped into the political arena, John Mahama has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the people of Ghana. His approachable demeanor, paired with his genuine concern for the needs of the Ghanaian, has earned him their trust. A trust that is pivotal for any leader aiming to guide a nation through challenging times.
What I really like about JDM is his humility. The man is simply so down to earth, it's unbelievable. He's so humble, it's unbelievable. I really like that about him.
John Mahama, Osronyame, Odonyame, Osronyame, Openi Passem. Okika kumapa mihuna se mihu mini abema oyo bi nso a onyiyi nipam wo ya akwala wo wo ya opani o wo ya pepeni o wo ya twini o wo ya bebia tribe bia o fi bia John Mahama to wase on ka se we nye twini we nye wili John Mahama members obia se.
President Mahama is practical. He communicates his issues very, very well. And he understands the Ghanaian politics very well. He understands the Ghanaian people very well. And that is what I like about him.
The brand, John Dramani Mahama, is not just a name. It represents resilience, strength, progress, and empathy.
I believe John Dramani Mahama is loved by many. His personality...
And now, on your behalf, invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to deliver his inaugural address. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Members of Parliament, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest of honor for this occasion, Your Excellencies, Presidents, heads of government and development agencies, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and former presidents, Your Excellency Dr. Mahama Bawumia, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters. I wish you a good morning, and we give thanks to the Almighty God on this occasion. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for giving us this day, a day that offers me, your humble servant, a unique opportunity to work to reset our dear country, Ghana. 32 years ago, on January 7th, Ghana made its first and most successful democratic transition, a reset, with the swearing in of the newly democratically elected President Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory. Our nation was returned to a multi-party democracy with a new constitution that went into effect, and the Fourth Republic was officially established. I refer to it as a reset because on that day in 1993, we made our fourth attempt at establishing a democratic system of government with term limits based on free, fair, and transparent elections. The handover of power on January 7, 2001, between former President Jerry John Rawlings and at the time the newly elected President John Agyekum Kufuor, tested that reset, and our nation passed with flying colors. So today, with my induction as the new President of the Republic of Ghana, history is being made once again. And it is a history worth repeating every 4 years with each newly elected president. Today, we're also making a different kind of history, one that speaks to our maturity as a democracy, a nation of citizens enfranchised with the authority at the polls to determine their political future. Today's exercise between the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I feels a bit like a deja vu. That is because 8 years ago to this day, on January 7th, 2017, we shared this same space and performed this same transitional exercise. At the time, I was the outgoing president, having served one term, and he was the incoming president, having been given a mandate by the people of Ghana to lead this great nation of us. He and I both understood on that day, as I'm sure we are today, that it is the people of Ghana that we are elected to serve. Somehow, it seems fitting that it is with Nana Akufo-Addo that I twice shared this stage and this unique historical distinction, because Nana Akufo-Addo and I began our national political careers in Parliament in the same year, 1996. He has always greeted me with warmth, a firm handshake, and a smile, and he is perhaps the only person in my life who has persistently chosen to call me Johnny. While we belong to opposing political parties, we shared a sense of mutual respect. In those early days, we probably could not have imagined that destiny would bring us to the leadership of our respective parties, and that we would have to face off 3 separate times as we each vied for the highest office of the land. Nana, as this will be our final meeting under these circumstances, and as I look back on the journey we have traveled together, 2 much younger men who entered Parliament together with a full head of black hair, and you with the same bald head and round eyeglasses, I have to say that you have, without exception, been a worthy opponent. I extend my warmest wishes to His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bawumia, It was a grueling campaign, and we gave it our all. Your sportsmanship in making an early concession eased tensions and contributed to the early conclusion of the electoral contest. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. My brothers and sisters, the world in which Ghana exists today, as I begin this presidency, is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not previously existed between nations. These tensions and conflicts place pressure on alliances to decide where we will support. There's a seismic shift happening within the system of global economic dominance. Whereas the G7 nations, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, and Japan once provided the highest percentage of the world's GDP, over the last decade, that number has been steadily dropping. However, the combined total of the GDP of the BRIC nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, their GDP has been consistently increasing. In 2023, for instance, the G7's combined total of world GDP was 30%. But by 2029, that number is predicted to drop to 27%. In 2023, the BRICS percentage of world GDP was 37.3%. And so what does this mean to us in Ghana? What could it mean to our economy? Where do we fit in this geopolitical maelstrom? Technology such as artificial intelligence has taken us to new heights, opening up the potential for national, financial, and personal security issues that we are not yet able to imagine. One example is the use of misinformation and algorithm manipulations on social media platforms to sway a particular group's sentiments towards or away from something. Now more than ever before, we need to strengthen our ties with our neighbors to ensure that we're working together to keep our sub-region safe. We stand in solidarity and work in alliance with all our neighbors in the sub-region. Recognizing the history of our borders, we also acknowledge that on the other side of our country's borders are our family members. They may be Ivorians, they may be Togolese, they may be Burkinabes, they may be Nigerians or Malians, but they are also Akans, they are Kasinas, they are Guans, they are Ewes, they are Nzemes, they are Hauses, they are Moshis and Gurmes, because we are all part of one another, one big family. With the increase of the climate crisis, and as the waters grow warmer, melting the Arctic ice and permafrost, there's a greater likelihood for viruses that have been frozen and thought to be extinct for decades, perhaps even centuries, to begin to spread and create another global pandemic. The changing climate conditions, increased population density in urban areas, and mass international travel are enabling existing viruses to spread and mutate at a faster and faster rate than they did before. This is a serious challenge. Let us not forget the toll that the past epidemics of viruses like Ebola, COVID, and Mpox have taken on the families and communities and medical infrastructure in several of our neighboring countries and in the sub-region. Let us also not forget how swiftly and completely the COVID pandemic brought the entire world to a screeching halt. My government will be working diligently to strengthen our public health systems while monitoring the global health situation so that when, and not if, but when the next pandemic or epidemic occurs, the loss of lives in Ghana will be minimal. The larger world exists around us and to some extent within us. While we cannot and should never use it as an excuse to stray from the direct and immediate needs of Ghana for the well-being of our citizens, we must also bear in mind that the affairs of the world, if we care to shape, lessen, avoid, or even at the other end of things, maximize the effect they have on us. My brothers and sisters, barely a month ago, we held historic elections that have caused dramatic shifts in our political landscape. I feel greatly honored that you, my compatriots, considered me worthy of receiving such an unprecedented and overwhelming mandate to steer the affairs of our beloved nation at this critical time in our history. The magnitude of this victory in the presidential elections and the gains that were made by my party, the National Democratic Congress, in the parliamentary elections naturally and justifiably resulted in great joy and celebration across our country, Ghana. But celebrations, no matter how justified and how well earned, must be supplanted by discernment, sobriety, and deeper insights into why we received this kind of mandate in the first place. By voting as you did on December 7th, the Ghanaian people conveyed a powerful message, yet often overlooked by us politicians. This message was powerfully emphasized by a giant of American political history, President Ronald Reagan, when he declared at his inauguration some 40 years ago that governments have no power except that granted by the people. While Ghanaians take great pride in our thriving democracy, they are deeply dissatisfied with the quality of governance over the years and have openly voiced that dissatisfaction through the decisive actions that they undertake at the elections. Our people also understand that democracy is not just a token adorned with periodic elections followed by pomp and pageantry with the establishment of a new government. They expect that if democracy is celebrated as a superior means of governance, then its outcomes must be more tangible and benefit them in their individual lives. Any honest introspection and reflection on the pulse of our nation would reveal that many within our population do not feel that they have benefited from or partaking in this democratic dividend. Where people buffeted by severe economic crisis and hardships, and in the last few years, we have lurched from crisis to crisis. But there is hope on the horizon. Today should mark the beginning of a new opportunity, an opportunity for us to make a difference in our governance and our economic management. We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana. To the millions of my fellow countrymen and women who joined long queues and waited in the sun for their turn to vote for me, you have my sincerest thanks for honoring me. My firm, immutable assurance is that your votes will matter in the work that I'll do to make a difference in the destiny of this dear nation of ours. Your courage to bring change will not go in vain. Our nation was born with much promise. That promise would seem hazy and in doubt now because of all that has happened in the past. But I urge you, my fellow countrymen, not to be sucked into a state of perpetual pessimism. For some time, our country has urgently needed leadership with an unwavering desire to get things done. I, with all humility, assent that I intend to be that leader with your cooperation and your help. As your next leader, I shall strive to exercise sound judgment and be able to make the right calls at the right time. I will have the humility and presence of mind to take responsibility for any challenges and be willing to act firmly and timeously to resolve the challenges that we face as a nation. Since the elections, I have read and heard the word hope used many times in relation to my presidency and what it should offer the citizens of Ghana. I intend to speak plainly and clearly to you today, and every time I address you subsequently, I intend to always tell you the truth. The circumstances we find ourselves in are indeed dire, but even so, I'll be decisive and swift in my actions. We'll focus our initial efforts on 4 critical areas. The first is economic restoration and stabilization of the macroeconomic environment. The second is the improvement of the business and investment environment to ensure that Ghana is once again open for business. The third is governance and constitutional reforms. And the final, but not the least, is accountability and the fight against corruption. My brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know, and that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. We need a reset with the faith we have in our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith we have in our institutions. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean in all of us, because all of us are Ghana. You are Ghana, and I am Ghana. All of you seated here today, Ghanaian citizens, you are Ghana. The people who you are with or near you as you watch this on television, in your homes, or listen on radio, or follow on social media are what we call Ghana. I ask that we enter into the covenant with the Ghana we all love and the good people of our country who make up this dear nation. And I ask that you envision a Ghana that you want to live in, a Ghana that you want to leave behind to your children and your grandchildren. What can you do to help build that better Ghana that we all strive for? What behaviors, what attitudes and mindsets can we reset? We need a reset, and we have faith in Ghana's ability to overcome, excel, and be so successful with this reset that it will be difficult to imagine a time when that was not the case. As we stand at this momentous crossroads in our nation's history, I am honored and humbled to accept the mantle of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Today we celebrate a new administration and herald an unprecedented era of opportunity and transformation. With Nana, Jane, Opoku-Agyeman by my side, we are poised to embark on a journey of progress and inclusivity, united in our vision for a more prosperous Ghana. This day is particularly special for us and for every Ghanaian who dreams of a society where barriers are shattered and ambitions are realized. With the inauguration of Ghana's first female vice president, we have turned a significant page in our history. Nana Jane's ascension to the high office is not merely a personal triumph. It symbolizes our collective commitment to fostering a nation where gender equality and female representation are cherished and amplified. This is a powerful testament to the power of diverse voices to shape the future, voices that have the courage to soar beyond our traditional confines. My brothers and sisters, together as we look to the horizon, we reaffirm our dedication to breaking the glass ceiling that has long hindered many from reaching their full potential. Governance that reflects all segments of our population strengthens our democracy and enriches our conversation. We stand committed to enacting policies that empower women and ensure that the door of opportunity is opened wide for our youth and our women, regardless of their background. Together, we'll galvanize our efforts to create a society where every Ghanaian can dream, believe, and achieve without any restraints. Remember that great leadership is not defined merely by the offices we occupy, but by the legacy that we leave for future generations. My administration, along with my Vice President, Nana Opoku-Agyeman, will prioritize inclusivity, accountability, and innovation, forging pathways that will lead to the upliftment of all of our citizens. I'm profoundly grateful for this moment, a cornerstone in our journey towards a brighter future for Ghana. In this resounding victory, I see a clarion call, particularly from the youth of Ghana, a generation that is brimming with potential and dreams that are waiting to be realized. This moment is a powerful affirmation that your voices matter, that your aspirations are valid, and that your future must be our priority. We're committed to translating your hopes into action and creating opportunities for education, entrepreneurship, employment, and empowerment. Our policies will be tailored to sustain innovation and foster industry that engages today's young minds and equip them with the skills needed for tomorrow's challenges. Together with the private sector and captains of business, we will create decent and well-paying jobs. As we embark on this new chapter, I assure you that our decisions will champion diversity in all facets of governance, ensuring that every Ghanaian, regardless of your ethnicity, your gender, your age, your religion, or any background, will have the opportunity to contribute to our nation's story. Ghana's youth represent the heartbeat of our democracy. Their ambition will drive our policies as we strive to create an inclusive, equitable society where everyone has a seat at the table. Our vision hinges on the introduction and implementation of a 24-hour economy. We envisage an innovative and vibrant 24-hour Ghanaian economy, which will also be anchored in agriculture and agribusiness. This innovative approach would unlock potentials that have long remained dormant, enabling us to harness the energy and creativity of all our people. Just imagine a Ghana where our markets are alive and bustling at all hours of the day, with responsive public services accessible at all times, such that businesses can operate flexibly to meet the diverse demands that they are subjected to. And young can find opportunities regardless of traditional institutions. The 24-hour economy model will also bolster job creation for the young people, stimulate local industry, and attract foreign investments, and allow us to build resilient communities, and a sustainable future. This vision extends beyond mere economic transactions. It symbolizes empowerment, the empowerment of every Ghanaian to contribute to our national progress. My fellow citizens, this vision will allow us to embrace diversity, to cater to varied lifestyles and preferences, and foster a culture of inclusion, ensure that every citizen can enjoy the fruits of his hard work. To the business leaders and entrepreneurs, I invite you to support this new model and join me in shaping a business environment where creativity thrives and where the fruits of your investment contribute to the collective welfare of our nation. Your role in driving our economy forward cannot be overstated. Your innovation and dedication will be a backbone of our success story. And I pledge to you that we would look at the tax regime and rationalize them so that they are more transparent and fair. Members of the business community, I assure you, Ghana is open for business again. Let me thank you, Your Excellencies, my fellow presidents, for leaving what is a busy schedule behind and coming to join us at this ceremony. Your presence brings honor to this inaugural ceremony. And I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you and to our sister countries who have traveled from near and far to be with us today. Your presence is a testament to the strong bonds of friendship and cooperation that exist between our nations. And I promise you I will work to foster the partnerships that transcends our borders, and I'll work collectively with you towards regional stability, economic growth, and mutual respect between our nations. To my friends from across Africa and the world, I thank you and welcome you to Ghana. And in our local parlance, I say Akwaba to all of you. To my family and fellow citizens, my wife Lodina, I thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to our shared vision. This journey is not mine alone. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to each of you. Let today be the dawn of a new era of hope, an era of job creation, an era of accountability, an era of institutional strengthening and resilience, and an era of unparalleled potential for all Ghanaians. We will write the next chapter in Ghana's story, and it will be one of promise, transparency, and transformative progress. My fellow citizens, this is a patriotic call to action for all of us to participate in building a nation that lives up to its promise, where hope thrives and dreams become a reality. Together, let us cultivate a brighter future for our beloved Ghana, where unity, progress, and equality are not just ideals we aspire to, but are the very fabric of our nation. In closing, I invite you to partner with us on this journey. Together, we can create a brighter future for our beloved Ghana, where unity, progress, and equality are not simply goals we are aiming for, but are the cornerstone of our society. Let's work hand in hand to foster these values and strengthen our nation for everyone. My fellow citizens, our invited guests, I thank you very much. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
Yeah. Honorable members, on your behalf, I convey the gratitude of the House to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, for his address. Your Excellency, the House is extremely grateful to you. Honorable members, may now we have in the distinguished personality of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Republic of the Federal, I should say the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is my honor to now invite him to deliver his address. Your Excellency, you are welcome to do so now.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana, Head of State and Government here present, Right Honorable Speaker and Members of Parliament of Ghana, members of the diplomatic corps, eminent personalities here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is always good when a friend and brother can visit the home of a close neighbor to celebrate his success and progress with him. Today, we celebrate African democracy as Ghana and our beloved people mark the transition from one democratic government to another. This moment does not merely symbolize another milestone in the evolution of Ghanaians' democratic society. It further demonstrates that in West Africa, we are capable of democratic and productive endeavors. It is time that our continent critics stop forgetting the strides that Ghana, Nigeria, and others have made. We need not prove ourselves to them. We have nothing to prove to anyone except ourselves. We will lift our nations out of poverty and build strong and resilient economies for our people. Today, I am here not only as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also as an African in resolute support of Ghana and our people. This moment is a source of pride and honor for Ghanaians, the entire continent, and its diaspora. The sun is out and the sky may be blue, but I see today a black star rising high in African sky. This black star shines over this nation, and its rays spread across this continent with a sense of shared history, hope, compassion, unity, devotion to our common welfare. While others may seek to demean Africa and keep brothers pitted against brothers, that shining star reminds us of who we are. Better yet, it reminds us of who we can be. That star reminds us always to strive and work together, bond together, even when we disagree. We must choose the path of peaceful dialogue. Never can we do harm to our brothers, nor can we permit any outsider to disrupt our bonds of brotherhood. The spirit of Ghana, the first Republic President, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, is here present today, lifting that star higher and higher. Just as Ghana draws inspiration and a well of strength from Kwame Nkrumah and many of his past leaders, Nigeria similarly draws inspiration from its founding fathers, who not only fought for our independence, but also cherished the close relationship between our two nations. May we always walk in the way and in the spirit of, you can count on Nigeria's support at any given time. You call on me. We are your brothers and sisters. We shall always be there for you. May your administration be a profound success and progress for you, Ghanaians, and the entire region. I am confident that new government under the leadership of President John Mahama will work with Nigeria to strengthen this powerful bond, leading to greater shared progress, prosperity for the people of our two nations. I have no doubt that your administration will bring about positive change and progress. Your accession to the power should also mark a new and invigorating momentum in pursuing sub-regional and integration and progress. With laser focus, we can tackle our people's most pressing problem of poverty, youth unemployment, instability, insurgency, and many other problems hampering our desired progress. May Ghana's democracy continue to grow stronger. May progress and prosperity be your portion. Let us all look forward to a future filled with hope, opportunity, and progress. God bless Ghana and its beloved people. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria and its beloved people. God bless ECOWAS. God bless our beloved Africa. I thank you for your kind attention. God bless you.
Honorable members, we are indeed inspired by the warm words of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I now have the honor to, on your behalf, invite the visiting heads of state and former presidents to congratulate the President of the Republic of Ghana. I have a real tall list. It is my hope and prayer
twice elected in my kingdom.
acting heads of state. These are special. They are special people. We have to.
As highlighted by the President and our special guest of honor, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Now, what else? What is the next on the agenda? Because
very soon we will witness.
Honorable members, I will now, on your behalf, call the names of our distinguished dignitaries, the heads of states and presidents from various countries, to come to congratulate His Excellency the President of Ghana. And I will start with our special guest, the President, the Commander-in-Chief, and the Head of State of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the person of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to lead in this whole exercise. Your Excellency, you may proceed to do so now. Immediately after him will be His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame. Then follows His Excellency the President of the Republic of Togo, His Excellency Faure Gnassingbé. After him comes His Excellency the President of Benin, the Republic of Benin, in the person of Patrice Talon. Bienvenue. Merci beaucoup.
Félicitations.
Then follows the President of Gambia, His Excellency Adama Barrow. After him, we have His Excellency Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, the President of the Federal Republic of Sierra Leone. Immediately follows His Excellency Felix Antoine Tshisekedi Chilombo, the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Excellency, my brother. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Yes, you're right.
After His Excellency,
thank you,
the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, we have His Excellency Umaru Sissoco Embalo, the President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. After him follows the President of the Republic of Cabo Verde, His Excellency Jose Maria Neves.
Hello, madam. Thank you very much. The Black Star.
After the President of Cabo Verde, we have His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, the rural boy, who is the President of the Republic of Kenya.
I went to his farm, Beautiful farm.
Rural boy. The rural boy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Honorable members, after His Excellency William Ruto, this is the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr. We also have His Excellency the President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba. He is the President of the Republic of Namibia. Sorry. That is a she, not a he. Doctor, you may forgive me. After Her Excellency, the President of Namibia, is His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the President of the Republic of Senegal.
so much. God bless you.
We then have the President of the Republic of Chad, in the person of His Excellency Mahama Idris Deby Itno. After him, we have the President of the Republic of Botswana, His Excellency Duma Gideon Boku. After him comes the head of state of the strong people of Burkina Faso, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Members, the full meaning of Burkina Faso means strong men and women of integrity. We have His Excellency Brigadier General Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema, the President of the Republic of Gabon. After him, we have His Excellency Mamadi Doumbouya, who is the President of Guinea-Conakry. And after him, we have the Prime Minister, Abdoulaye Maïga. He's the Prime Minister of Mali. We also have the Prime Minister of Niger in the person of Mr. Lamine Zain Ali Mahman, and the Prime Minister of Haiti, His Excellency Fritz Alphonse Jean. Prime Minister Mali, Niger, Prime Minister of Niger. After him is the Prime Minister of Haiti. Bonjour, ça va? Bienvenue. After that, we have the Vice President of Equatorial Guinea, the person of His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. Then follows the Vice President of Uganda, the person of Jessica Rose Epel Alupo. We have the Vice President of the Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Philip Isdor Mpango. Yes. That is rather the Vice President of Tanzania. We also have with us the Vice President of La Côte d'Ivoire.
Greetings from President Museveni.
The person of Chemoko Meiliet Kone. Tanzanite.
She's fine. She sends her regards.
La Côte d'Ivoire. After His Excellency the Vice President of La Côte d'Ivoire, we have the Vice President of Mauritania, His Excellency Mohamed Adihali Khatra.
Congratulations.
My father, give me my card. Congratulations. Thank you.
Vice President of Mauritania, we now have the Speaker of Parliament of the Kingdom of Morocco, His Excellency Rashid Talbi Alami. After him is the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo. Together with his younger brother, the former President of Nigeria, His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Speaker.
Morocco.
I'm Speaker of Morocco.
Yes.
I hope to see you.
Yes. Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, fantastic. Wonderful. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
After His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan,
My brother.
we have the former President of Liberia, in the person of Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. After her, we have the former President of the Federal Republic of South Africa, in the person of His Excellency Jacob Zuma. After the former President of South Africa, we have the former President of Germany, His Excellency Christian Wolff. After Germany, follows the Foreign Minister of the European Union, Belgium, European Affairs, Foreign Trade, and the Federal Culture Institute. His Excellency Bernard Quintin.
Chairman.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Mr.
Chairman.
Yes.
Good to see you, Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
After the Foreign Minister of EU, we have the Senior Minister, His Excellency Jean-Jacques Broya of Congo, Brazzaville.
Well done, well done. All the best for your administration.
After Congo, Brazzaville, we have the Minister for Africa, the United Nations, the Commonwealth and Human Rights of United Kingdom.
Speaker.
In the person of Lord Collins of Highbury.
Congratulations.
That's right. No, thank you. Thank you so much. We have to start working.
After him comes the Minister for Defense of Zimbabwe, Honorable Opa Michinguri Kashiri.
Jean-Jacques.
President Mahama.
So nice to see
Look at you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Congratulations on your re-selection.
Thank you. Harriet has been a wonderful ambassador. We're all proud of her. I thought she stayed longer.
We also have the Minister for Housing, Lands and Maintenance of Barbados, Honorable Dwight Sutherland, Member of Parliament. Barbados.
Greetings from Prime Minister.
Yes,
sir.
It's quite long. I have to cut protocol and go to invite the former Vice President of our great Republic of Ghana, in the person of His Excellency, Dr. Mahmoudou Bawumia.
At the end, we invite Lordina, and then also maybe Chairman of Council of Elders and the General Secretary.
Honorable members, Once again, the list is very, very long. I will now invite the President of the ECOWAS Commission, in the person of His Excellency Dr. Omar Eliu Toure. We have so many special envoys and ministers from Czech, Israel, Spain, China, Japan, Russia. We have the mayor of Los Angeles, United States. And please, you are all invited to follow in this order, the order I just mentioned. Thank you. Czech, Israel, Spain, China, Japan, Russia, Mayor of Los Angeles, Deputy General Secretary of the United Nations, Ms. Amina Mohammed, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, the African Union Commission Chairperson, Special Envoy, His Excellency Wamikele. And we have the Honorary Consul General for Nigeria and Ghana of Belize, Dr. Ifeanyiku Ifede.
Congratulations, Speaker, expecting the meeting.
We have the former Prime Minister of Ethiopia, the Secretary General of Climate Vulnerable Forum, Pan-African Parliament, the President himself, His Excellency Chief Fortune Zephania Charbura. We have the African Development Bank. The President of the African Development Bank is here himself. We have the Vice President of the World Bank in charge of Western and Central Africa. Then the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. The President and Chairman of the Board of Directors. Our own Dr. George Ajekum Donko. We have the United Bank for Africa, Chairman of the group, Mr. Tony Elumelu, and we have the Ambassador of Bahamas, yes. We have the President of the Secretary General of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Mr. Leonardo Santos Simao, and the Deputy National Secretary Advisor to Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa of Bahrain. And then the Executive Director of Africa Development Bank Group, And we have the Vice President for Africa, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Usman Diagana. After all this, I will invite the former speakers of our parliament. They may come. Congratulate His Excellency the President. I am compelled by the situation, not only time constraints, but the exhaustion of all gathered here, to invite the chairman of the Council of Elders of the Great Evergreen National Democratic Congress, who could at his pleasure come with some of the executives of the party to congratulate His Excellency the President. And we will crown it all with the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Excellency Lordina Mahama.
I forget that I'm no longer sorry for that. have joined. Not we are joining, we are.
Don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself. I'm doing your face. Once more. Move your toes inside your combat zone. Somebody. Listen, for a sec. What down, we are winning. We are winning, what down. Yeah, thank you, what down.
Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, it's now time for me to invite I will now invite the leaders of the House, the majority and the minority leaders, to come and give an indication as to where we proceed to from here. Please, the majority and the minority leaders.
Right Honorable Speaker, we have exhausted the business on today's order paper. In view of that, I move that this House adjourn to tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the forenoon.
Mr. Speaker, it is the desire of the minority that this House be suspended so we continue to do business in fulfillment of the 24-hour economy. However, if the majority leader so pleases, I shall second his motion for adjournment. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, in view of what your leaders have said, adjourn the House to tomorrow, Wednesday, the 8th of January 2025 at 12 noon. The sitting is accordingly adjourned.
Menu makwekwe sa sempa kania. Semenam na meti asempa na mamo amane a na ma no keka me. Anyamia wate ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Sa wo ka say door to door for no de na watwa. Esanse obie ne wa say won was door to door business nim. Wo nneoma wo UK a wo de kwa Ghana. Ana say Germany a wo de kwa Ghana. 3 to 5 weeks ebekwa kodu nipa ne punu anu say try. Na de mo demo sronko wo say adwuma de we mu ne say wo mo bo no. E da form say boko. ANS Trading Agency Limited. Ewo air freight special service. And nneoma ne ye de be fa plane. Entintempa na akwa Obetima for South Africa, we also the new free Ghana, Aqua UK, and Germany. FAGG them, which are also in a year, I mean drop a bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pair, and a 40-footer, any 20-footer container. FA UK, Edico Ghana, and Germany, Edico Ghana. Oma Manuel Mayemere, import to, export to, them there for you. Omo Ghana Namani, 0249 170 423. UK has over Freya 0790 802 7527. Germany 09173 771 2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantem. Wana Beboya Baso. Mary